I'm gonna do a comparison between two of my widest lenses. First, we have the Yongnuo 11mm 1.8, and then we also have the Sigma 16mm, which is 1.4, because I know that, like myself, there are a lot of people out there who wants a wide angle lens because wide is cool, wide is different, wide is unique. Maybe not so much anymore because everyone's using it. It's still nice to have a variety in your lens collection and to just like get that different point of view and you get that different perspective on things, especially for vlogging, or if you're interested in getting into vlogging. I think that having a wide lens is a must. I'm unemployed. Still, everyone's at work and it's a beautiful day, so what the heck, why not just go to the beach and live my life while doing a comparison video. So for this video, I'm gonna use the Yongnuo 11mm. This is actually my, well, I guess you can say favorite lens because it's the lens that I keep reaching for. The first reason being that it's very, very light, but it also is my widest lens, so I do get a lot more in the picture. And that's what I need. I'm sweating. I need to go out. I'm just ready to go out and get a tan and show you guys the differences between these two lenses and which one is right for you. A new day, a new vlog, and now I'm shooting on the Sigma 16mm 1.4, which is a little bit sharper, but it's also a little bit closer, so pros and cons with both. I remember being on this bridge before. There are like a tons of locks on it. I think it's like a love thing where you can like declare your love for someone and then you put a lock on it. Just very romantic. This is the lens that I used in all my Bali vlogs, by the way. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous videos, but this was like my main go-to lens back in the day before I bought the Yongnuo 11mm. Not sure what way to go. Ooh, what the hell? There's a waterfall here. And there's no one here. What? This takes me back to Bali. And it's also really humid. So the good thing about this lens is that it's super sharp. And you can see how much eye bags I have underneath my eyes. This lighting is not doing me any good. I think I have to change location. People are staring, as always. I would have stared too, it's okay. I found a bench. I've just really been walking around the park, just trying to find some decent places to sit where I can sit in peace and do my thing. But yeah, I was starting to feel, I was getting a little bit tired in my arm from holding my camera. This lens is very heavy. It's not very heavy, but it's noticeably heavier than my other lens. You're gonna notice it when you switch between the two, but if the 16 is the only one you have, you kind of like, you get used to it. But I think it's worth mentioning because if you're mainly gonna use this lens for vlogging or everyday type of use, whatever you're gonna use it for, it's something to be aware of. And definitely if you're gonna walk around filming yourself, it's something to think about. Again, the quality is kind of nice though. Like, you can probably see the difference. This is noticeably sharper. The autofocus is a little bit faster as well, which is a nice thing when, you know, you're switching between focus points, whatever you need to be in focus. It's just, it works a lot faster. If you ask me like which lens is best, it's impossible to give an answer because I love them both. When I got the 11mm, I didn't think that I was going to use it as much as I did. I did buy it with the intention of vlogging, and that's usually what I tend to do. Like that has like become my thing. Like that's what I usually do because it's easier to make videos of me just vlogging rather than actual valuable content. So that's what I'm trying to do now, like giving you actually something that you can use and help you and actually give you some advice in case you're standing between the two. I didn't know about the 11mm before I bought the 16. I was like, everyone's talking so much about the Sigma that I thought it was a no-brainer, but because I use an APS-C camera, you know, everything gets a little bit cropped. You actually get a focal length of around 24mm instead of 16. So it actually makes quite a difference when you think about it. But if it doesn't matter, if like the amount of wideness doesn't matter, you just want something that is wide-ish, I would definitely recommend the Sigma just because of the quality. Quality is just impeccable. I get the hype. I totally get the hype. It's such a good lens. The only two downsides of it, I would say, is the weight of it. Like the fact that it's, first of all, it's a bigger lens, but it's also heavier to carry around. And it's also a little bit pricier. Not too much. I think it's around $100 difference. So they're both relatively cheap lenses. I just got back home from the park because I wanted to take both these lenses with me and show you in real time how different they look. I have been sitting on grass and I just realized that I've been walking the whole way home with shit on my ass. You're probably wondering, like, Signe, you've been shooting on the A6400 the whole time. What camera do you use now? Because you surely can't use the same camera with two lenses at the same time. That would be correct. I'm shooting on two cameras. I'm shooting on my A6400 and the A6700. I just got a new camera. And you're probably wondering, what the heck?
I make bad financial decisions.
I'm making really terrible financial decisions these days, and I think it's because of the chaos that is in my life right now. I think it's because when everything just falls in front of your eyes, you kind of just want to make it worse. Now, the reason why I bought this camera is because I've sold some old gear. I've sold some old Nikon cameras and some lenses that I don't use anymore. So there's that. My plan was initially to sell my beloved A6400. That has been my go-to camera pretty much ever since I started. I actually started with the A6000, but that's been a while ago, and I also sold that camera. But we're not here to talk about the camera, we're here to talk about the lenses. So how do we feel about the lenses? Why am I talking real loud? It's actually kind of crazy how much more you get out of the 11mm versus the 16. The 11mm is shot on the A6400, while the Sigma 16mm is shot on the A6700. Just for reference, take a good look on. With the 16mm you get a little bit more blurred background because of the aperture. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am actually really tired right now. There's something about being unemployed that makes you really tired. I took a 30-minute walk to the park and back, and now I'm just super tired. 2 days ago I had leg day, yesterday I had back day, and not to like brag or anything, but I'm almost at 1 pull-up. I think I'm gonna have that pull-up before the end of 2025, to be honest. I'm pretty close. And my neighbor is having construction work done, so I'm kind of in the mood for just laying down and listening to the beautiful sound of drills. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It's been a pleasure, as always. Thank you for listening.